Welcome to the K-Wave Extra, the show that brings you all the hot stories about the Korean wave, and I am your Anna Shinji. So if you guys like to travel all around Korea following different themes, then you cannot miss our next segment. Our three beautiful ladies will give you valuable tips on how to travel Korea on Three Beauties Korean Travelog.
직접 보고
느끼고 즐기는 테마가 있는 한국 여행.
네, 자기 소개 한번 더 하는 게 어떨까요?
그렇죠.
네. 안녕하세요. 미스 파라과이입니다. 아비가일이에요.
프랑스 나탈리입니다. 미스 코리아 지수입니다.
네, 우리가 지금 있는 곳이 어디죠?
바다 해수욕장? 아, 여기는 서해 해수욕장인데요. 충청남도 태안군 꼬치 해수욕장이에요.
태안남도?
While I, Shelby, was on vacation, Abigail and two of her friends traveled to Taeang County, one of the most popular vacation spots in all of South Korea. Let's join them on their exciting trip to the west coast of the country, where all sorts of fun can be found. The first stop in Taean, riding ATVs across the terrain.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
저희가 ATV를 타러 왔는데요. 어떻게 하면 돼요?
ATV 타보신 경험 있으신가요?
저는 옛날에 한 3번 정도 타봤어요.
두 분은
타보긴 타봤는데 이렇게 큰 거는 안 타봤어요.
초보자라도 쉽게 할 수 있게끔 두 가지만 하시면 돼요. 자, 브레이크. 이거 밀면은 앞으로 전진을 해요.
앞으로. 네.
예. 자, 일단 한 대씩 한번 탑승을 해보겠습니다.
네.
신난다.
Finally, it's time to fully enjoy the ATVs. The speeding ATVs pass through the dense woods along a riverside. Boy, I wish I were riding one of those. Riding the ATVs, they arrived at the coast in a flash. The second stop in Taean, digging for clams on the mudflats.
오늘은 이거 소금으로 맛조개 잡는 체험을 할 테니까요. 제가 하는 걸 잘 보세요.
네.
이렇게
이름이 왜
혼이지-
맛조개예요? 맛있으니까.
맛있어도 맛조개인가? 여기 보면은 이렇게 구멍이 나오잖아요. 구멍 보이시죠?
아, 저기 있어요.
네. 여기다 소금을 이렇게 넣고
왜 소금을 넣는 거예요?
바닷물이 들어왔나? 그리고 얘가 올라오는 것 같아요.
짜니까.
네.
Once you learn how to gather clams, it's time to catch them for yourself. The travelers are sprinkling salt over the clam holes. They seem to lose themselves in the clam digging. Who tops at digging for razor clams? The competition to find the clamming master began.
그만 못 찾아, 왜 그래. 잘 찾아봐. 왜 이리 안 나오나?
오, 나왔다.
나왔어요?
짠! 오, 나왔다.
잡았다! 피졌어.
안 나와?
잡았다.
여기 큰 거 있어.
잡았어? 큰 거 잡았네.
와, 두 개.
아, 3마리! 3마리 당첨!
Finally, the seafood gathering competition is finished. Natalie caught 7 clams, Abigail brought in 11, and Jisoo only got 4. Whoa, Abby's awesome at this! The winner is Abigail. Congratulations! The last stop in Taean, flying through the sky in an ultra-light aircraft. It must be unforgettable enjoying the beautiful scenery from the sky. Oh, I'm burning with envy.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
이거 타는 거요. 여기서 접수하는 거 맞아요?
네, 저희가 이렇게 2인승 비행기 앞에 타는 게 기본 카빈이고 뒤에 한 분씩 같이 타시는 거고요.
재밌겠다. 표정과 어떻게 걱정되는 것 같아. 잘 갔다 와요.
어디 잡아야 돼요?
요것만 살짝 잡으세요.
아니요, 더 안전한 거 없어요?
아, 괜찮아요.
이렇게?
아니야, 그거 잡아.
요것만 잡으세요. 요것만. 예, 잡으세요. 자, 시동 끕니다. 옆으로.
In Taean County, a place where the beauty of nature tugs at the hearts of visitors. The scenery from the sky is absolutely unbelievable, isn't it?
힘들 것 같지?
Next, it's Natalie and Jisoo's turn.
프랑스 간다. 잘 갔어요.
아, 그거 잡을 데도 없고 무서워.
여기 잡아야죠.
자, 시동 켭니다.
Natalie and Jisoo soared up into the air as well. It was a precious moment to experience the thrilling flight and beautiful scenery of Taean all at once. A fantastic view of perfect harmony between the land, sea, and sky. It was an amazing experience of becoming part of nature and will be treasured as an unforgettable memory. The fourth tale of three beauties' thrilling travel around Korea, enjoying the land, sea, and sky of Taean. Ride the ATVs on a trail through a forest in Taean and feel the thrill. Dig for razor clams when the mudflats are exposed at low tide. Fly in a light aircraft and gasp at the beautiful scenery from the sky.
I think in a sense, Korean Wave could be a medium to bring all the world closer together. I hear stories about there are people from all over the world who have been captivated by the Korean Wave and fell deeply in love with Korea. Let's hear about their stories on our next segment, I Love Korea.
Tucked among the high-rise buildings of central Seoul, South Korea, there is a place you might never imagine to be here.
Yeah, as you can see, we're in the middle of the city, all these big, tall, new buildings, and my house is just 1 minute from here. It's a totally traditional Hanok residence built about maybe 80 years ago. I think you might be surprised when you see it.
Peter Bartholomew is a longtime American expatriate in Korea who fell in love with Korea's traditional houses, Hanok. His love story with Hanok begins now.
Well, here we are. Here's my house. We finally arrived just 1 minute from the subway stop. Come on in, have a look.
This is where he currently lives. His Hanok house is preserved as it was more than 4 decades ago.
In the traditional living in Korea, Each room is for a person, and he or she does everything in the room. They sleep, they eat, they study, they read a book, they entertain the guest. Everything is carried out in the room. One complaint that many people make is that, oh, but the rooms are so small, so how can we handle it? But I'll show you what you can do to make many rooms into one big room.
As he takes the doors off, a special space is created which is unique to Hanok.
So now we have a big room. And if you combine it with the other room on the other end, it's going to seat 20 people, if you have enough tables. And if we open the doors, then you can see in the garden here and with the bamboo grove outside.
Built from wood, stone, and clay, Hanok are in harmony with nature. They may be a reason he fell in love with traditional Korean houses.
뒤쪽에 가구 너무 큰 가구가 많아.
There are some special friends in his Hanok.
옷장 때문에. 그리고
As he has taken leadership in protecting traditional Korean houses, he has formed a special bond with Marine Honor Guards. Now he lives with them in his Hanok.
어떻게 보면 외국인이신데 이제 한국을 사랑하시고 한옥을 사랑하시고 굉장히 존경받으실 분이죠.
자기 모국도 아니고 이렇게 타국에 와가지고 또 자기 나라의 문화도 아닌 타국 문화를 지키려고 노력하시고 항상 학회 같은 데서도 항상 공부하시고 정말 대단하신 것 같아요.
The special bond between Peter and Hanok began 40 years ago.
originally I came to Korea in 1968 with the Peace Corps. When I finished the Peace Corps, I wanted to continue to stay in Korea for several reasons. I wanted to continue to study, especially about architecture, but through the architecture, to study about Korean history and culture and philosophy, even literature, which all you can understand most of by studying the architecture.
Since then, he has fallen deeply in love with Korea's traditional housing, to the point that he couldn't live in any other kind of house.
This is the back end of my house. Actually, it's two small houses put into one long time ago. And I never really got around to fixing this one and making it look nice. We just use it. So now I'm trying piece by piece to remodel it and make it look better. It's perfectly comfortable. Heating and bathroom, everything's great, but it needs a lot of interior work and redoing the varnish, and many things have to be done. So I'm trying to do that today. So this room is the worst room in the house. In Korean, we call it 골방, the room in a hole somewhere in the house. So what I'm trying to do is to fix the...
He has become an expert on Hanok. He brings in materials such as tiles, lumber, and clay to repair his house as needed.
Clean it off as much as possible.
He believes that following the traditional style of repair is a way to adapt them to modern life.
Asia, however, architecture, unless it's a monumental architecture, palace, temple, something like that, that you can preserve. But for private houses and buildings, there is no consideration of preservation. An old house should be demolished and rebuilt. But in Western culture, nobody would dream of demolishing a traditional house in Netherlands or England or Germany or Switzerland or Italy. That would be the same as throwing away the Mona Lisa painting.
Even though the layout of hanok houses varies according to when they were built, they all share certain similarities. Today, Peter visits a hanok house he says he frequently drops by.
Yeah, the house's structure is a little different from traditional hanok. It's built in 1930s and it's got a modified layout. The kitchen is not in the location it was originally and that kind of thing. But it is a very nice house. If you look inside, you can see it's got very, very nice rafters. It's been beautifully maintained, excellent condition. When they purchased it, it was not in too bad condition. You can see above, they've done a lot of restoration work.
오히려 외국인이 우리나라의 한옥의 우수성과 아름다움을 알고 스스로 그 집을 지켜가면서 살고 있다는 부분이 우리 대한민국 사람들로서도 상당히 존경을 해야 될 부분이고.
Peter says that preservation of hanok means more than just carrying on a tradition. Hanok serve as an important bridge that link our past, present, and future.
So this house has become part of me, or I became part of the house. Okay. So to me, I would like to be able to live peacefully in the house and continue to maintain and develop and make it more beautiful.
Peter Bartholomew is a hanok aficionado who has devoted more than half of his life to protecting this traditional housing. His love for hanok will continue into the future.
Museum that exhibits historic items to help better understand the Korean traditional culture. So why don't we take a look? Gisam, also known as hand weaving, has long been a way of making fabric for Korean people. I thought looking at the figures you might want to get to know the Korean culture a little bit better, so this week's Treasure of Korea.
The natural taste of ingredients is enhanced in traditional Korean cuisine, known as 한식. Not only the flavors, but also thousands of years of wisdom are handed down in traditional Korean dishes. Let's take a delightful journey into Korean food. These days, Korean food is tickling the taste buds of people around the world. Here, weekly Korean cooking classes are offered to international visitors.
Why are you here at this class? By incident, actually. Some friends walked across here and she got the brochure. Brochure. Yes, and then she brought it to our house. And I liked it and I called if I can come.
Well, I love eating naengmyeon, and I actually tried to make it before in Texas, but when I made it, it tasted very bad. So I want to learn the correct way to make it.
Today's menu is cold Korean noodles, a favorite dish among visitors. How do they like the Korean food?
And many bright colors, and I think I like these kind of dishes more where there's less meat.
When I came here, it was totally new to me because I think it's totally different from many other things I ate before.
Yoon Suk-ja is one of the researchers in Korean cuisine who have been striving to bring traditional dishes to a new level. She explains the characteristics of Korean food.
서양 음식은 주로 코스로 나오지요. 전체식, 메인, 후식으로 나오는 데 비해서 우리나라는 밥을 중심으로 해서 사계절, 봄, 여름, 가을, 겨울 나오는 제철의 재료를 가지고 음식을 정성껏 만들어서 한 상에 이렇게 차려 나온다는 것이 아주 특별한 특징입니다.
Rice is more than just a basis of a wide variety of dishes and products. Korean rice beer, makgeolli, and Korean rice cakes are made from different types of rice. One of the main features of Korean food is that rice is always accompanied by different types of side dishes called banchan, which are prepared from seasonal vegetables. Many banchan rely on fermentation for flavor and preservation. In Korea, it is said that the taste of food is determined by the sauces. The traditional Korean sauces are soy sauce, soybean paste, and red pepper paste. All of the basic Korean condiments undergo fermentation. Fermented ingredients are known to enhance the flavor of foods and contribute to their overall nutritional value. At the heart of Korean fermented food is kimchi. The history of kimchi dates back to ancient times when cabbages were salted and stored away for the winter when fresh vegetables are scarce. Kimchi's nutritional value was highlighted when it was listed in Health magazine as one of the 5 healthiest foods in the world, together with soy, olive oil, lentils, and yogurt.
우리가 기본 양념으로 쓰이는 간장, 된장, 고추장, 그리고 매일 식탁에 오르는 김치, 식초, 또 김치 담글 때 젓갈 필요하죠. 젓갈. 요즘 막걸리가 뜨고 있잖아요. 전통주. 이런 모든 것들이 모두 다 발효 음식이에요. 그래서 우리는 빠르게 즉석에서 해먹는 요리, 패스트푸드보다는 이렇게 어느 기간 숙성되고 발효돼서 처음보다 더 좋은 맛과 영양을 내는 슬로우 푸드, 발효 음식을 먹고 사는 민족이기 때문에 세계인들이 요즘 한국 음식에 주목하고 있습니다.
Korean food showcases 5 colors: yellow, blue, red, black, and white are the 5 traditional colors of Korea, known as 오방색. They represent the 5 elements of the universe and are incorporated into traditional dishes.
달걀 흰자, 지단채, 흰색이에요. 이거 넉넉히 우리가 이렇게 흰 색깔을 먹게 되면 폐장, 기관지가 아주 좋아진다고 해요. 노란색을 넉넉히 먹게 되면 비장, 위장이 건강해진다고 하고요.
A traditional Korean dish where nutrition is perfectly harmonized with colorful ingredients is bibimbap, which literally means mixed rice. Bibimbap is served as a bowl of warm rice topped with a variety of sauté and seasoned vegetables. Sliced meat or seafood can be added according to the region. This signature Korean dish is a perfect meal for people seeking a nutritionally balanced diet. In 2011, a bibimbap burger created by a famous American chef demonstrated the excellence of this Korean dish by winning the Best Burger Prize at a competition for the greatest burger in the USA.
비빔밥은 서민들도 먹었고요. 양반가에서도 먹었고 궁중에서도 임금님도 골동반이라고 그래서 비빔밥을 드셨어요. 그런데 그 비빔밥이 왜 그렇게 그럼 임금님부터 서민까지 즐겨 먹었는가? 채소들에서는 비타민과 무기질이 충분히 섭취할 수 있고 밥에서는 탄수화물을 그리고 고기, 쇠고기가 들어가죠. 단백질을 그리고 우리가 참기름도 듬뿍 들어갑니다. 지방을 5대 영양소가 골고루 들어가 있어요. 아름다움도 주고 동시에 5가지 식품을 골고루 먹게 되니까 우리 오장육부가 건강해진다고 하니 이 비빔밥이야말로 정말 대단한 요즘 세계인들이 환호할 만한 그런 음식이라고 생각합니다.
Hanshik is currently spreading beyond its national borders. We hope that these 1,000 years old Korean flavors will continue to fascinate the people all around the world.